Kochō Shinobu 毒を作ったちょっとすごい人なんですよ。うっかりです。
Alright, I got another statue from Demon Slayer, the insect Hashira, Kochō Shinobu, made by Cross Studio. Nothing too unique for the artwork on the box, but I do like Cross Studio's logo. The package is slightly different from what I'm used to seeing, as they use styrofoam for this statue, which made it easier to take out the pieces, but afraid something would break since styrofoam is pretty hard. The first thing I had to see for myself was a base, because it's one of the main reasons I bought this statue, which can also turn on lights. A nice addition. Then the pink slash from Shinobu's swing. Followed by the smaller pieces, which are ice flowers, all very beautiful to look at. However, one of the ice flowers came in and broken, but thankfully it was snapped cleanly and I was able to easily fix it after applying some epoxy on it. Next we have the sword, which is uniquely shaped for piercing techniques. It's one of my favorite swords in the show, mainly because I've never seen anything like it, and I don't even know if it's practical, but it sure looks damn cool. Then we have some butterflies here, reflecting Shinobu's insect breathing style. Now for the main body. I really like the pose. It lacks the arms, which is already attached to the Hayori and will be connected to the back. Here's the head. This is another reason I bought this statue, because it really captures Shinobu's cheerful-like demeanor, but also her slight sadistic side with her eyes. And it came with the golden coin. Very nice. And lastly, the Hayori itself, which is painted and sculpted it amazingly. I've always loved how it resembled a butterfly's wing. A quick look at the coin before moving on. Now it's time to assemble the statue, which thankfully it was easily put together. Here we have the Hayori. The hands already come inside the sleeves. Loved how her first appearance in the anime when helping Zenitsu made her seem like a butterfly. One of the best introductions in the series. Next is a pink slash, but this was supposed to be put in later since it'll get in the way of another piece. Then the ice flowers surrounding the pond, a reference to a future fight she'll have, and it's one of my favorite details of this base. Here's a piece that I needed to put in before the pink slash. It's always annoying when I'm slowly putting things together and later learn that I skipped a step, because taking out these recent pieces can be distressing, considering how fragile they feel. But it's cool how this piece holds up the pink slash. The statue costed $279 USD, with the shipping being $105. which is a bit more expensive than I'm used to. I thought it would be around $80 at most. Now for the head. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and I love how her hair is stylized. And the butterflies, which is the most I struggled to put in because I needed to find the openings for each piece around the statue. Then figuring out which butterfly fit into what area since they're all pretty similar. And lastly, the scabbard and the sword. Side note, love the butterfly guard on Shinobu's blade. The statue from the base to the head is roughly 10.5 inches. And up to the blade is about 13 inches. Here's a quick view of the entire statue. The piece that was broken was supposed to be placed in the back of her haori, which I'll show later after I fix the piece. And now for the special feature of the statue, turning on the lights. But requires to be connected to an outlet, not with batteries. Shinobu is one of my favorite Hashiras, and there was various amounts of statues for her. This one is the most perfect Shinobu statues I've come across, and I'm glad I managed to get my hands on it. Cross Studio did a fantastic job on it, in my opinion. She looks elegant and graceful for the pose. I have read the manga, and I won't be saying anything for future seasons, but as I mentioned before, the base is a reference to a future fight she'll have, and it looks absolutely beautiful. I'll just say that the fights against the last 3 upper moons are some of my favorite moments in Demon Slayer. I love all the effects of the statue, and the pink slash contrasting the blue water and ice flowers are nice. Shinobu's sword is one of my favorite designed blades I've seen. It's uniquely shaped for her insect breeding style that revolves around poisoning her enemies with her thrusts and stabs. As a side note, I've also wanted a Nezuko and a Mitsuri statue, but sadly I haven't found ones that satisfy my requirements for a statue. Hopefully more will be made when future seasons are released. Here's a broken piece a day after I apply the epoxy. It seems successful, and because the fracture is behind the flower, it can't even be seen. Now here's a quick look. Not that different to be honest, but at least it's fixed. I'm more than satisfied with the statue, and I can't wait to see Shinobu in action again whenever the anime continues. With that, I've reached the end of the video and hope you enjoyed the pictures. There were many angles I took, but had to cut them down or else it would have been too long. And until the next one, see ya!
Hashira! Kochō-sama! こんにちは。